What's going on, YouTube peeps and barbecue freaks? Thank you guys for joining me today. Today I'm going to do a couple of briskets on my Traeger Pellet Smoker. I've only cooked one brisket on there. I didn't film it because it was for somebody else. But today I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of experiment a little bit. I'm going to do one fat side up and one fat side down and see how it turns out. The first one I did that I didn't film, I did that one fat side down, but I'm interested in seeing how this Traeger works with doing a brisket fat side up. So that's what we're gonna do today. And also, I'm also going to compare that to a brisket that I would cook on my Weber Smoky Mountain, as far as like the smoke flavor. You know, can you get some smoke flavor off of a pellet smoker compared to a Weber Smoky Mountain? I'm not going to compare it to an offset stick burner, because I don't even think that's a fair comparison, quite honestly. But to like a Weber Smoky Mountain, which many of you might have, I'm going to compare the two and tell you what I think. So I just have a couple of briskets. I went ahead and trimmed them up, seasoned them up. I didn't do anything special, just a regular trim and regular season. I didn't inject or anything, so I didn't film that part. So that's what we're gonna do today, and let's see how these turn out. All right, so here I have the briskets. I'm gonna cook one fat side down and one fat side up. I've only cooked one brisket on the Traeger. I did that one fat side down. So I'm gonna kind of play around today with it and see how it does. I know another thing that I want to focus on is, can I tell a difference smoke wise between cooking it on my pellet smoker, the Traeger, or cooking it on like the Weber Smoky Mountain. So we're going to kind of pay attention to that also. These are just a couple of select briskets. They're not like prime or anything. I didn't do anything special, just a regular trim. Season them up and we'll get them on. So I got the Traeger coming up to temp, and we'll get these on in just a bit. All right, so I got both briskets on, fat side up, fat side down. I'm actually going to cook these, I don't know if I said the temperature earlier, but I'm going to cook these at 225 for the first few hours. And then once it comes time to wrap, and I wrap them, I'm going to bump the temperature up to 250, maybe even 275. So this is what they look like now. We're going to get it closed up and we'll check back in a few hours. All right, you guys, these briskets have been going for 6 hours, right about 6 hours. So let's take a look at them. This is what they look like. This is the one that's fat cap down, and this one is the fat cap up. You can kind of see a little bit of it because of the shadow, but it's kind of what it's looking like. So they're both looking really good. I'm really liking the way this one looks. And I think this bark is set. The way so people ask a lot, like, when do you wrap? How do you know when to wrap? My opinion on that is you wrap whenever your bark is set. And how do you tell if your bark is set? I usually take my hand and I'll touch it. And if I pull my hand away and I don't have a lot of rub on it, like this isn't a lot at all, that means that bark is set. But if you touch it and you pull your hand away and you just have all kinds of rubs stuck to your hand, that means it hasn't set yet. So that's one way to tell if your bark is set and when you should wrap. This one here, I think is the same way. Like that's not a lot of rub at all. I mean, that's nothing. So I think both of these barks are set. They're ready to wrap. I got the color that I'm happy with. So we're going to take these inside. I'm going to wrap them, and I'm just going to pour a little bit of plain beef broth in each wrap. Probably about 4 or 5 ounces, 4 to 6 ounces. Not a lot. Wrap them up, get them back on. But this is what they're looking like. So really happy with it so far. We'll see what they're like when they're done. Right, these briskets are done. They cooked for about 9 hours. So I just taken out of the original foil, put in a different piece of foil, We're gonna wrap it up and let it cook a little while, and then we'll cut into it. All right, let's get this brisket out. Cut into it. See what it looks like. This is the one that I cooked fat side up. So the other one that I cooked fat side down, I don't think I'm going to cut into that, because I'm going to guess it's going to be, you know, pretty similar taste wise and all, other than, you know, fat side up, fat side down. But I like the way I cooked both of them. I've done it fat side down once before, and you know, it turned out good. So I think cooking it fat side up or fat side down so far, in my opinion, you know, not a whole lot of difference. So let's cut into this and see what the inside looks like. Where's that? Yeah, right there. We'll save that for the dog. Cut into this. I can tell right now I'm not getting a whole lot of, there's not much of a, well, there's a little bit of smoke ring, but the brisket I made the very first time when I cooked it fat side up, I'm sorry, fat side down, man, that had probably one of the best smoke rings I've ever seen on a brisket. This one looks like, probably because the fat side is up, and once I flip it over, you may be able to see the smoke ring on the bottom a little better. But let's just cut one more slice. And then let me get this moved out of the way. Uh-oh. So let me move this out of the way really quick. All right, so here are the slices. Let's see what that looks like. So it doesn't look too bad. I mean, you definitely get that smoke ring on the bottom. There, yeah, you can see it better down here. I wasn't really seeing it when I was cutting it because it was at the bottom. But if we take this, oh, this is really tender. Look at that. Uh-oh. This thing's falling right apart. Well, as you can see, it fell right apart. Whoa. Woo. Oh yeah, that's tender. So it's kind of what it looks like here. Let me get a, there you go. So not bad. It's definitely tender. I mean, this brisket here is just falling apart. And as you can see, if I pull it, I mean, it just comes right apart. So not too shabby. Let me cut into that point and see what it looks like. All right, so this is the point. You can see, I mean, this thing is really juicy. Look at all that juice. God, it's juicy. Let's cut into this. Remember, the grain changes on this point, so you want to cut at a different angle. Yeah, this point is looking good. That should be enough for now. Let's get that money shot. Look at that. Yum. This thing is juicy. Look at all that. This is the point area. It's about to fall right off. Just take that off. Right there. So you definitely get a nice smoke ring with that Traeger. The smoke ring I had last time was a lot better than this, but this is, I mean, as you can tell, you know, pretty good smoke ring. So we're gonna give it a quick taste and see what it tastes like compared to, you know, cooking one on my Weber Smoky Mountain, and if I notice a difference. All right, selfie cam mode. Take a piece of that point and give it a taste. That's good. That's really good. Best part of a brisket, burn in. It just melts in your mouth. That's so good. That's damn good. So the main thing was, could you tell the difference between cooking on the pellet smoker versus cooking it on like the Weber Smoky Mountain? In my opinion, no. There's still tons of smoke flavor on this brisket. You know, if anyone tells you you can't get smoke flavor on a pellet smoker, they don't know what they're talking about. This is good. This is right up there with any brisket that I've cooked on a Weber Smoky Mountain or any other pit. Maybe with the exception of like an offset stick burner, but there's definitely tons of smoke flavor to this brisket. You're not missing anything on it at all. You know, so I was able to cook it without having to babysit it. Still got, you know, nice smoke ring on here, as you can see, and still tons of smoke flavor. So if you're wondering, you know, do you get some smoke flavor off a pellet smoker? In my opinion, the answer is yes. That's just my opinion from the couple that I've done before, or from the couple of briskets that I've done. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you guys next time. Take care.